This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Yo, happy Thursday. It is the Jason Walker Show. We are in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Jason Walker Show presented by Capital Collision Center, your one-stop shop for damage. It is your choice. It is Montana law that it's your choice to where you have your vehicle repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. They are manufacturer certified in like every vehicle, so made. So it's your opportunity. They are the best. Capital Collision Center. It is Thursday, so that's what she said. Presented by Dinner's Done Right coming up. Nicole Regoni will join us. I just like saying Regoni. It's like rigatoni. But she will join us coming up for That's What She Said. We're going to recap our NFL picks from last week, make new NFL picks this week, and she's probably feeling pretty good because she beat me in week one. But it's the only time she'll win. Probably not. She knows more about sports than I do. So Nicole's coming up. On this day in history, a lot more as well. Had a great day on the golf course today. Shot one of my better rounds of the year. See, we're changing my swing. So it's up and it's down, it's up, it's down. So we'll be back to normal, hopefully. But I did shoot really, really well in the back nine today. Front nine was a little bit of a struggle. But on the back nine, I shot really well. So that's good. And through the smoke. Speaking of, we get our daily COVID update. And we have 217 new cases reported today in the state of Montana. That brings us up to 9,647 overall since March. 7,401 recovered, 2,103 active, 143 deaths, 107 in the hospital currently. Yellowstone County, 810, 215 Rosebud, 134 in the Bighorn. 225 in Cascade County, more on that in a second. 140 in the Flathead, 78 Missoula County, 50 in Deer Lodge, and 62 Silverbow County. 47 Gallatin, 15 Marr, and 17 Lewis and Clark. 62 in Roosevelt County. That's where we stand. Okay, so I told you we're going to talk about something with Cascade County. The Cascade County Health Department, will not release names of schools or the ages or sexes of adults that who have contracted or come down with the COVID. They're citing HIPAA laws. Now, if you don't give a name, it doesn't really matter about HIPAA, right? No, it doesn't. We need to know what schools and what ages of these kids or teachers are getting the COVID in these schools in Cascade County. Remember, Yellowstone County said they wouldn't do the same thing. And I think that's wrong. I think we need to know what schools and what age groups have come down with the COVID. But maybe that's just me. I could be wrong. If you'd like to weigh in, you can. JasonWalkerSports@gmail.com. Of course, you can always watch the show at Facebook, Twitter, Podbean. Listen to it there. Network One Sports. You can watch on YouTube as well. But that's just, I mean, I can't believe that the schools or that the health department in Cascade County and Yellowstone County are not releasing not names. I don't want names. We need to know ages and we need to know sexes and that. That's all we need, literally. We don't need names. Names violates HIPAA. Nothing else does. What else did I want to chat about? Speaking of that, there are a lot of other issues that are causing some postponements and cancellations. They are playing crosstown soccer right now. The girls in action. Helena High was leading Capital at the half. I think it was 4-0. But there have been, and it's now 5-0 in the second half now. There are some other postponements. Big Sky Sentinel Crosstown soccer was postponed today. Hellgate soccer was pushed to Saturday, and it sounds like, so Big Sky right now at Helena High is happening on Friday night, potentially. Hellgate football at Flathead is still a go as of today, as of this moment. Things could change tomorrow. Hamilton-Dillon, huge game, is on as of now. That could be moved to Saturday. There's a lot of smoke in the area and a lot of stuff going on. And, it's not just COVID. It's just like people are not realizing that there's other stuff besides COVID that you can get sick from. But other stuff besides COVID is going to cause some cancellations and postponements. They're hoping to play Crosstown Boys, but the smoke's getting worse here in the Helena Valley. And it's coming from our friends to the west in Idaho, California, Oregon, Washington. Majority of it. So there you go. We are going to have On This Day of History coming up. But when we return, we're going to talk to Nicole Ragoni. She is the Pac-12 analyst who joins us each and every Thursday for That's What She Said. And it's a female's perspective on sports and pop culture and the world. And Nicole's going to join us next. By the way, we're going to tell her to keep her own smoke in her own state. We don't need it causing issues in our state. So we'll tell Nicole, keep your smoke. That's coming up. Nicole Ragoni next. Jason Walker Show presented by Capital Collision Center.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. Mark LaRoe Photography. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back. Wow, that was loud. That's good. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, and this segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. All right, looking forward to today. We have On This Day in History coming up, but looking forward to the next couple of segments because our good friend, Pac-12 analyst, she is football picker extraordinaire, and her name is Nicole Ragoni, and she joins us now. Hold on, we got to turn the music off on the Jason Walker Show, and we got to turn this. All right, are you there? Are we good? Where's our audio? Oops. Nicole, you're on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Nope. Let's try this. On air. Push the button. I'm trying, Nicole. Keep the. We're trying. Having an issue, technical difficulty. So we'll get Nicole as soon as we can. I think she's on. Are we on? Do you hear me now? I hear you. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We're trying to get Nicole. All right. Let's do that. Let's try that. Now let's do this. Uh-oh. Did we lose her? I think we lost her. Technology is great when it works. Nope, now she's back. All right. I hear you. Do you hear me? We hear her. Does she hear us? On air. Go. She looks good. She looks ready to go. All right. We will... We'll put her on hold. We'll try this again. I'm going to text her, and we'll try to get her back on here. All right. Shut that off. We're having just technical problems. I love it. It's great when it works. So much fun. So much fun. This is my fault, Nicole. Let's see. On air. Here we go. You ready? Hey, I got you. Do you have us? I hear you. Oh my goodness. We hear her. She cannot hear us. We'll try to figure that out. You know what? We'll just call her. We have her on video, so we'll just explain to her what's going on. Watch this. Ready for this? This is going to be awesome.
Oh,
hey, how are you?
I tried 3 times. Good.
There. Okay, you can try the camera. We'll just have to talk over the phone. But you try the camera and put that back on. And then, okay, so I hear you. You hear us through the phone, correct?
Right.
Okay, I got you. We're good to go. All right. So let me give you the proper introduction.
You get me through camera?
Yep, I got you through camera. Oh, you can come back on camera. We got you through camera. Technology is so much fun.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? You're on?
No.
Oh, well, you were just on. All right. Well, we got you on phone, so let's go with that. We'll keep working on the camera issue. I'll just keep trying to turn it off and on and go from there. I apologize. Technical difficulties. All right.
No problem.
So we have Nicole Ragoni. All right. How are you, my friend?
I am good. How about yourself, Jason?
It's smoky over here, and it's your fault from your state. So you need to come get your smoke.
We are causing a lot of problems here in Oregon.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's It's a lot of. We're playing soccer today. We don't know about football games this weekend because the air quality. How's the air quality out there? But where the actual fires are?
Well, where the actual fires are, it's extremely hazardous. But where I'm at in Beaverton, it ranges between 235 to 370, back down to 236. I tell you, I wake up with a headache. I can't go outside. It's almost worse than quarantine.
Man, that can't be fun, like at all, right?
No, it is not fun at all.
All right. So before we get going, and we're going to keep working on this camera issue that we have you on the phone. But before we get going, last week it was a caprese salad. What's our Italian dish for the week this week?
Oh my gosh. Let's go with ravioli.
Okay, a ravioli. Ooh, I like
That's a
that.
good one.
Hey, there's a place in Kansas City. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it, but we went there a few times with men's basketball during the national tournament for Carroll, and I had a 5-cheese ravioli 3 days in a row because they kept winning, so we all had to eat the same thing. It's that superstition, you know?
Right. I get it. I totally understand the superstition.
Are you superstitious at all?
A little bit here and there. I've never really known for it to actually work, but I am a little bit. Every once in a while I can be, but not necessarily.
I gotcha. Nicole Rigoni joining us here, Jason Walker Show. All right, so are we're recapping our NFL picks? Is that where we're starting today? Because you won 11. You went 11-5. I was 10-6 in week 1 of the NFL season.
Honestly, I don't even know how we pulled it off. My most shocking one was the Eagles losing against the Washington football team.
Right? Apparently, they're good or something.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they're actually a little bit better than we thought.
That's what we're finding out. So here's the games you lost. You lost the Philly you mentioned. Carolina losing to the Raiders. The Colts losing, which was a surprise. You and I both lost the 49ers and the Cowboys. The difference is you had New England. I picked Miami. And then you picked, where was the other one? Oh, the Chargers who beat Cincinnati. I picked Cincy. So there was our big difference. So Nicole Rigoni joining us here.
We were close, though.
We were
really close.
We were. So what games are we working on this week? And we're not going to pick 18 games or whatever it is anymore each week. But
yeah, we're not doing that. We're going 6 games.
Oh, 6 games. Okay. I like
6
it.
6 games.
Give me your recap of week 1 that wasn't the biggest surprise, and then we'll do our picks.
Alrighty, we will do our recap. I kind of went to hell in a handbasket over here. Am I on camera or no?
You are not yet. No, I just have a blank screen.
Part of it, I think it's because I'm on the telephone, so my camera, it won't access my camera.
I don't know. You didn't use your computer last week?
No, I didn't. I'm using my phone right now.
Okay.
I can use my computer.
Well, maybe that works. I mean, we'll keep talking on the phone, but you can try the computer while we're working here on the camera. We have the audio, and really that's all that matters.
Yep, that's true.
Yes,
that is true.
That is true. So Nicole Rigoni, our guest. That's what she said. Brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. And give me your week 1 recap.
Okay, so starting with Kansas City versus Houston, they kicked off in Kansas City. The score was 34-20. Mahomes had 211 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. No surprise there.
Mm-hmm.
But what the surprise was Clyde Edwards. He rushed for 138 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, Clyde Edwards is a rookie, and he found himself in the starting role because Damian Williams opted out of season, which he wouldn't have been in this role if he hadn't. opted out of season. So what a great showing for him. I thought that was pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to Sunday, the Patriots made a big debut against the Dolphins, 21-11. Cam rushed for 75 yards with 2 touchdowns, and by far what I noticed, this is not Tom Brady's Patriots anymore, and I really think that Bill Belichick is going to use his strength, especially having a quarterback that has legs like Cam. So I'm excited to watch this offense develop over the rest of the year. Now, on to the Saints versus the Bucs. 34-23 in Louisiana. Brady came out strong, throwing a touchdown early in the first quarter, but the wheels definitely fell off. He threw 2 interceptions, one of those interceptions being a pick six to Janoris Jenkins. Now, a little history for you. Last year in 2019, Tom Brady also threw an interception to Janoris Jenkins when Tom Brady was with the Pats and Janoris was with the Giants. So, seems to be a little repeated history.
I like that.
The Saints offense was well balanced between Breeze, Murray, and Cook, and I definitely got to give credit again to the defense for the Saints. They had 3 sacks. They put a lot of pressure on Brady, and again, that pick six early in the third quarter was huge momentum shift for them. So I was impressed, and Tom Brady looks like an antique.
Wow. I like the boldness there from Nicole Rigoni. An antique. I like it.
But you can't count him out. That's the other thing. You can't sit here and be like, he's terrible, because he's not. He's the GOAT. But how long is he going to last? We'll see. And
right.
The offense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I mean, half the time that offense is strictly based on throwing distances and along the sidelines of field. So how much of an arm does Brady have left? I mean, he's old.
He is old. Steelers was a good game, and I know that's next on your list. But, hey, there you are. Okay.
Here I am.
All right, let's try this. Let's turn down our phone. Or turn it off. Whatever. I'm gonna do
something.
All right. Are you there?
I am here.
You are there. Okay. I'm gonna. There. Is that better? No, I gotta get rid of that. I hear an echo.
You do?
Yeah, but it's okay. I have you, and that's really all that matters.
Okay.
Rigoni joining us. That's what she said. Okay, go.
All right. Monday night was the Steelers versus the Giants, and Big Ben was back. He came off of an elbow energy. He came off of an elbow injury for about a year, and he had a great showing at 229 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. I'd say after coming off of an elbow injury that took about a year to rehab, he did a great job. So Steelers won 26-16. Titans Broncos in Denver 16-14. Now, Jason, I don't know if you watched this game, but it was pretty sloppy.
Well, I did not watch it, but I was following on Twitter, and Stephen Gostkowski, bless his heart, the team stayed with him. Bless, them. It's never easy to be a kicker.
No, there is a lot of pressure being a kicker, but he missed 4 of 4, Stephen Gostkowski, but somehow managed to come back and be the hero and sneaking away with a 25-yard field goal. So we can walk away from Denver feeling okay.
I know, it's crazy. So there's our recap. Okay, give me the games this week that we're focused on.
Okay, we are focused on, right now for me, and you're going to laugh, but I actually think this is a pretty interesting game because it's 2 young quarterbacks. Bengals at Cleveland. You got Joe Burrow, the rookie, and we have Baker Mayfield, who is still a very young quarterback. Not a rookie, second time around, but I think it's going to be a battle of the cellar dwellers.
I like it. All right, so you're making me pick first, aren't you?
Yes, I am making you pick first.
I think Cincinnati's going to win this one. I'm going Burrow over Mayfield.
Okay, that's what I chose too. I chose the Bengals.
Okay. What's next?
The LA Rams at Philadelphia. And part of the reason why I chose this to be an interesting game was because Philadelphia lost. I really want to see how they recuperate against Washington or against LA. And LA, in my opinion, looked like the old LA. They weren't making as many errors. There weren't as many penalties. So it'll be interesting to see this matchup.
I completely agree. And after losing my boys, I gotta go with the Rams on the road.
Me too. Rams on the road.
Okay, next up.
All right, New England in Seattle.
Ooh.
Bill Belichick. I watched his press conference this morning. He knows exactly what he's going up against. He mentioned that Russell Wilson doesn't get enough credit for what he does and is by far one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And even though I'm a fan, I totally agree with that. He doesn't get the hype that other quarterbacks do.
He definitely doesn't.
Cam, we'll see how. I'm interested to see how Bill Belichick, like I said earlier, is going to run this offense with Cam. He knows that his strengths are with his legs. Obviously, Cam can throw a ball, but he really is a great threat. And if he can get that going against Seattle, we'll see. But I still am choosing Seattle.
It's a long trip across the country. Russell Wilson's baby, super adorable. We saw a picture on social media. I'll go with the Seahawks in this one.
Me too.
Okay, so that's 3. We're all the same.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is Baltimore in Houston. I think Lamar Jackson is a very smooth quarterback, but Deshaun Watson probably has a little bit of vinegar in his mouth from losing against the Chiefs. So, where are you going, Jason?
I like both quarterbacks. I like both teams. And both quarterbacks are young. Lamar's a stud. And Deshaun, really good. It's in Houston. I'm gonna take the Texans.
Okay, we finally have a difference. I'm going Baltimore.
Okay. And tell me why.
Okay, I just like Lamar better than Deshaun. That's just what it comes down to.
Gotcha. They're both amazing talents.
They are. They definitely are. But I feel like Lamar's got a little bit more confidence right now.
All right, we got 2 games left. Give me something good that I know what I'm talking about. Make me sound smarter.
Okay. The 49ers head to New York. They play the Jets. Where are you going?
San Francisco. See, now here's the thing. I picked Seattle because New England's making the cross-country trip, but I'm picking the 49ers despite making the cross-country trip and losing 2 hours because they're a better football team than the Jets, just in general.
Totally. You are spot on about that. I'm going 49ers too.
Okay. And then what's next?
Alrighty. What is it? The Raiders in
Saints.
Yes, Raiders and the Saints. Yes.
All right.
The Raiders and the Saints.
And this is the first game in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yep.
First game played in their new stadium.
In their spaceship.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta go with the Raiders.
Oh, okay. We're gonna differ there as well. I'm
Good.
going with the Saints. So now we can make it a little bit interesting. We're not on the same page all the time.
Well, you make the pick first, so I feel like there's probably times that you're like, I want to pick this one, but then I give you my reasons, and you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to go with them too.
Every single one. I haven't even changed one time, I promise.
Okay. Got a text message from my dad. Dad, we get the echo. We're working on it. It'll be good next week. Nicole's not going to use today as a resume because of the technical issue. Speaking of NFL Week 1, I got to ask you about this. There was a fan at Arrowhead thought today tested positive for the COVID. This could be a potentially dangerous situation and also a very intriguing situation to keep an eye on if more and more fans come up with the COVID at these NFL games.
Look, I am really over everybody being on different protocols because clearly nothing is working. But as every state is different, and we are obviously seeing that in the Pac-12 trying to get going and how the Big Ten is getting going as well. But break it down, let's just be across the board, no fans. Like, no fans at all. Okay. Let's not have anybody. Because we're going to have all these little instances happen where, oh, one fan had corona, oh, this happened. Like, and if you're going to bring in fans, let's strictly make it family and family of coaches, family of players, and family of staff. And we can really space them out in these huge stadiums.
I completely agree with you. Because we saw fans in Arrowhead, we saw no fans in other stadiums, and they probably could have done like Major League Baseball did, Nicole, and go with absolutely no fans in the stands, like you just said. I like that for a year. It makes sense.
Yeah, just for a year. This isn't going to be something that is going to continue happening for the rest of time. We really need to just suck it up. No fans, because the cases shouldn't be breaking out up in the stands. Like, if there's going to be a breakout, it needs to be down where the players are at.
Which obviously we don't want to break out.
We don't want to break out, but if it's going to happen, you have all these different added pieces that are basically distractions when all these players are getting tested daily, they're getting results as quickly as possible, and we know what's going on within both these programs rather than we don't know where all these other people, all these other fans have been. So coming into the stadium, not knowing if they're carrying coronavirus or not, they're just going to be spreading it.
Yep. Nicole Rigoni joining us. That's what she said. Brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Okay. You mentioned the Big Ten. They're voted to come back starting, I think, Halloween weekend or the weekend before. This is backtracking a complete 180, and all of a sudden, because the Pac-12 came out with the test a couple of weeks ago, now the Big Ten says, okay, we're going to do this. Why is the Big Ten coming back? Other than, well, we know it. I have two answers. What's yours?
Okay, so it's starting October 24th.
Okay.
With a unique schedule. And they're going to have daily rapid testing, which is going to have immediate results to whether you have coronavirus or not, which is going to eliminate the players potentially getting coronavirus and their test not coming back soon enough. Okay? So, and then all the players also have to get cleared for any cardiac reasons, and they have to have a clearance through that, due to the potential concerns of heart conditions that the coronavirus can give you. Now they're going to have 8 regular season games over 8 weeks, and the Big Ten Championship will be December 19th, with 6 additional consolation games to rank all the way down to 7th place. Tickets will not be sold, and fans will not be able to attend games. Here's the exception. It's with the players, families, the coaches, families, and the staff members' families. And that's not even a for sure yet. So with the rapid tests and doing a cardiac clearance, I think Big Ten could go through and have a successful season.
Okay, here's my reason why they're coming back. And first and foremost, it's money. They know they're going to lose a ton of money. And they're going to lose money no matter what. But they couldn't have an entire football season and the TV money without coming back. And here's reason number two, which may be as big as the money issue. Ohio State thinks that they have a chance to win the national championship, and they have to play football this fall. They can't wait till the spring.
Because they have a legitimate chance in the college football playoff. That's what they're banking on.
Right.
I mean, they're banking on the fact that they're going to win the Big Ten championship, and then they're going to be considered for the college football playoff. I am with you on that. There is too much money at stake. There is so many little factors playing into this, as well as getting a call from President Trump and all the backlash they've dealt with as a conference, and the players speaking up and saying that they want to play. Between all of that, they're almost forced to.
Okay, so Nicole, there's one conference left in the Power 5 that thinks they're going to come back, and it looks more and more because they are followers, they're not leaders in the Pac-12. They do whatever the other conference says, especially the Big Ten. The Pac-12, the governors of Texas, the Gavin Newsom in California and your governor out there in Oregon say that they can start practice and they can play games. And thanks to USC and UCLA, there was a big movement to get the Pac-12 back in, and it looks like they're going to come back too.
So over in Oregon, with Kate Brown as our governor and with the OHA, which is the Oregon Health Authority, they haven't received a written plan from the Pac-12 with procedures and guidelines on how they want to go about it. They also have not had any details regarding the rapid testing that Pac-12 had mentioned. So they're waiting on all that information, and I'm sure once Pac-12 sends it in, they're going to be able to facilitate the way they want to go about things. But that's what we're hearing from the state of Oregon, which is quite interesting because earlier this year I had heard that Kate Brown had said that there weren't going to be any football games at Oregon or Oregon State. So it's quite interesting. The whole thing is just messy. And then down in California, the guidelines that are preventing teams from practicing are groups larger than 12. So with a really big roster that football has, and the way that they suggested to be able to practice was smaller groups of players. Okay, we can make that situational. Offense only and defense only. Okay, well, you're only going to have your starters. That's it. No other guys are going to be there. And they suggested playing football through virtual reality and 5v5. Now, how does that work? And then they're allowing games though. Like games are totally okay. This doesn't make any sense.
None of it does. None of it does. And it also is because the SEC really controls college football, in my opinion. And because they're playing, everybody else feels like they have to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. And I don't see how we can have a college football season without a big issue.
Well, I think what everybody needs to learn from this is that we all need to be on the same page in whatever we're doing. And if we're going to ever cancel season, we don't need to jump the gun. And between the Big Ten and between the Pac-12, they just decided to cancel season early now. Is it the right or wrong decision? I'm not a doctor, and I'm not a medical expert, and I'm not in those meetings, but I just think that we do need to have leadership. We do need to have people that are willing to either say yes or no and then go about it that way, because what we have learned is that they're not going to penalize the athletes for this, which is great. They're going to have another year of eligibility. They're going to be able to play, and if you did opt out, you can still play, and that this season is kind of like a wishy-washy, we'll get a redo type season. But on the other hand, like the recruiting side, everything's going to get backed up. And we're going to have to deal with that no matter what, but hopefully we can get it all under control. And over here, it's the Wild West, I tell you what. I was going through these articles, Jason. I was going through them yesterday, and I had to go to so many different sources to just get it straight. Like, understand what is really going on. And we're not hearing, the other thing is, we're not hearing about Utah. We're not hearing about Colorado. We're not hearing about Arizona. We're only hearing about Oregon and California. So,
right.
Get it figured out, people. It's one step closer to Pac-12 football.
Yeah, but there's really only like two good teams in the Pac-12, right?
Say that again?
There's only like two good teams in the Pac-12, right?
Yes.
Because Washington and Washington State, not good.
Excuse me?
I had to go there.
Okay, I don't think we need to hate on Pac-12 as much as we do, because they have made pretty remarkable games in the last, 5 years, 10 years. It's really only been, though, Oregon State and not Oregon State, oh my goodness. Sorry, Oregon, Washington, and Washington State's made a good run. Utah's done really well. Utah's done really well. I think we will be better, hopefully. If anything, I've noticed how minuscule Pac-12 has been.
Yeah.
Well,
and they're always having money issues. Like, they moved the offices to San Francisco, the TV or whatever, and that seems like a bad idea. There seems to be like no uniform decision making going on in the Pac-12. Like, everybody makes their own decisions.
Well, look at the case we're in our country.
Well,
I don't think it's much different anywhere else. I really don't. And I played for the conference, and I loved it as an athlete. And I wish things were back to normal. I wish we were competing against other conferences. I wish that we had the opportunity to compete for a national title. It's all a disaster, and I feel like we're having this season just to have the season, just for TV ratings, just for money.
Yep.
And I do think they are thinking about the kids, because there are a lot of people that do want to play, and they are allowing kids to opt out, but it's just a disaster. And hopefully we can move forward, learn from the situation, and gain some leadership through all of this.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned President Trump made a call to the Big Ten. And everybody, the last week and a half, 2 weeks, month, really freaked out about it because, he only did it because of the battleground states where, traditional Democrat strongholds, but he won 4 years ago. He'd like to win again. Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, to name a few. The West Coast, Nicole, is traditionally Democrat as well. California, Oregon, Washington. If he was to make a call to the Pac-12, would that get the ball rolling for them to come back? And is it a political deal in your mind at all?
Gosh, Jason. I don't know. I saw some tweets about Donald Trump tweeting about the Pac-12 and how they need to get going and they need to start playing. But we have got so many other things, in my opinion, going on in this country that we need to just make sure that kids are playing, kids are in school, and getting the education that they deserve, that a lot of kids have paid for, and then in high school and public schools that they just need to have those skills. And I think it's really important to focus on the kids, focus on getting some normalcy back, even though after 2020 is over, there are going to be changes. We aren't going to just go back to the way we used to be. We're probably going to see people walking around wearing face masks forever. I don't know if every restaurant is going to continue to walk in and have your face mask on. I can't answer those questions, but I hope it's not. I hope that it. Jason, I really don't know what to say about that one.
Hey, let me. What are the high schools in Oregon? Are they playing? Are they not playing?
They're not playing at all. The high schools are not playing, and it breaks my heart. So here we go. I coach volleyball at Athena Volleyball Club, and this week we were supposed to have a 4-on-4 session with all these different high school girls that aren't playing right now. And we couldn't do it this week because of the air quality. I mean, it's just a continuous stump that everybody's going through these huge hurdles just to get kids back. I mean, I feel so bad for the kids. I have the girls coming up to me talking about recruiting, talking about how to stay in contact with these college coaches. And I said, the kids that are going to get recruited out of this are the kids that are staying fit, the kids that are working hard still. They're figuring out a way to do it, because we all go through trials in life, and sadly, almost all of us are dealing with this coronavirus. It's affected our life one way or another. I don't think there's one human on this earth that hasn't been affected by coronavirus in the United States. And at some point, we need to really focus on what really matters here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And if it does come back, though, The Pac-12, if Pac-12 football does decide to come back, I believe it's going to be about a 6-game season. I don't know if they're going to be eligible for any bowl games or college football, or not bowl games, but the college football playoff. It'll be interesting to see how it ends up going.
Basketball is supposed to start back up November 25th across the country, men and women. Obviously, that's different than what the Pac-12 wanted to do originally when they canceled everything until the 1st of January. How does that affect the teams on the West Coast and the Pac-12? Or does it? Are they going to start earlier again?
From what I'm hearing, they're trying to start with everybody else. They're trying to get on the same page as everybody else. And if Pac-12 is going to decide to get on board with the rest of the country, I think the rapid testing is huge. I think that's played a role in waiting it out and seeing how things develop. I actually applaud them for that, but I don't think they needed to just cancel right out of the gates with the Big 12, the Big 10. But with basketball, I bet you they're going to try to get on board with everybody else.
I think they should. And I think that would be a good thing for basketball fans, for kids, a lot of these schools that aren't playing football till the spring, at least they can make some money in the winter and have fans in the stands. That's going to be another issue that has to get resolved. Will there be fans? But it's just nuts. Nobody has an answer.
No, we don't. But one thing I think is important is that
before I let you go, or before I let you get to your, and I apologize for our issues today. We'll get it fixed by next week for you. Anyway.
No problem.
So with ravioli, red or white wine?
Oh, Jason, I like wine. I like both. I think if you have a meat in the ravioli, I'd go red. Okay. But if you're doing a meatless ravioli, I'd go white.
Okay, I like that. So you prefer both though, because you like wine.
I love wine. I do prefer both.
I love it. Bottled or boxed?
Oh my gosh, I'm not trashy in college anymore. Bottle.
Oh, that is great. You couldn't drink in college. You were a student athlete. Come on.
I was 21 in college.
Okay. Well, right, but you were supposed to set an example and for everybody, right?
Well, during season we didn't.
You guys never went out during season.
I mean, we didn't drink during season. Okay. We would go out, but we wouldn't drink during season.
Perfect.
So we were pretty good about that. But the off season was a little different.
I like it. Nicole Rigoni, our guest here, Jason Walker Show. All right, so we're going to start ending every Thursday. That's what she said with a, was it a funny sports quote? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we're doing a funny sports quote.
Okay. What do we got today?
Okay, so I thought this was funny. Joe Theismann, ESPN announcer and former NFL quarterback, said, "Nobody in football should be called a genius. A genius is a guy like Norman Einstein."
Wow, Joe. Joe. I met him one time.
Oh, really?
Did you
what did
know
you think of him?
He gave a great speech. His last name originally, it's pronounced Theismann. And it was changed in college because Theismann rhymes with Heisman.
That's a good fact.
That is, yes. Yep.
I like that a lot.
There you go. Hey, today is Apple Dumpling Day. Are you a big fan of apple dumplings?
No.
Okay. Chicken and dumplings?
I don't think I've ever had an apple dumpling before.
I don't think I have either. I watched the movie The Apple Dumpling Game back in the day, but it is Patrick Mahomes' birthday today.
Happy birthday, Patrick.
Are you going to sing?
What is he, 25?
He is 25, yes. Born in Tyler, Texas. So, there you go.
Well, happy birthday, Mahomes. You've been a jewel.
Ooh, and he gave his fiancée a jewel. We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
He can't lose. The way he did it, he can't lose on the field. He can't lose in his personal life.
How did he propose? I don't know the story.
I don't know it exactly, but I know that he set up a bunch of flowers, and it looked like it was in one of the suites of the KC Stadium.
Wow.
With a sign that said, "Will you marry me?" And the flowers were over the top. It was beautiful. And of course, I think his girlfriend and him have been together since they were in high school.
I think so
now
too.
fiance.
Yeah. And then I got to ask you this. Had something to do, with proposals. Are you a fan of public proposals like at a sports venue?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
What's funny is that you do a career that's in the media, and I don't necessarily think everybody needs to see a sports proposal happen. I think they're interesting. I think they're fun, but for me personally, I don't necessarily want that to happen to me. It would be awkward. I'd be like, I have to say yes. I can't say no.
Right. What's your ideal proposal then?
My ideal proposal? Oh my gosh.
Come on, you've thought about
I haven't
this
even
since you were
gotten
like
that
6.
far. No, I
really?
I really haven't.
Oh, I thought every young girl did.
Some dreams are different for certain girls.
True. You wanted sports and you got it. So there you go.
I'm working on getting this sports thing going. I guess, I don't know, just a quieter setting. And I love I'm a huge flower person. That whole thing with flowers and the way Patrick Mahomes did it, awesome. Yes, it had to be in the media because he's a public figure, but the flowers were all beautiful. I love all. I am a huge fan of flowers. My sister-in-law is a florist.
Ooh.
And yeah, so love flowers, and don't propose to me at a sports setting.
I like it. I proposed to my wife now at a Garth Brooks concert in Salt Lake after the song "Shameless."
So, okay, did you set up a whole ordeal with it and
Nope.
make it to where Garth Brooks shined a light on you guys, or did you propose to her, in that moment, did you just propose to her and just look at her and ask her?
Well, so I did reach out to his people, did not hear back. So I had a complete stranger gave him my phone so he could film it. The song got over, and I dropped to one knee and proposed. And then this lady behind me, her friend started hitting her, and she's like, "Get your phone out." So they took a picture and then they sent it to us, which was cool.
That is sweet. So was that Garth Brooks song a song that you guys thought of each other?
Not really. So I just love Garth, but the song is great, "Shameless," but it felt right to me because I had been waiting for 5 months. I had the ring for 3 months and waited till that moment. I knew when the song was coming. I knew the playlist and the whole set list of the concert, so I knew when it was coming. So I was shaking and ready to go. But she said yes. So.
Well, that's the most important part, is the fact that she said yes. So why were you just waiting for the best moment between those 5 months, or were you?
Well, no.
What was making you wait?
Well, because I was going to do it. I told myself, all right, I'm doing it at the Garth concert. I'm waiting because we knew it was going to be in Salt Lake. So we'd gotten our tickets, and that's when I knew that was when it was going to happen, was at the Garth concert. So I knew for, like I said, 5 months.
Okay, so gotcha.
And I had her mom and dad's permission. I talked to her mom and dad.
Like a gentleman.
Yep. Asked them to keep it a secret. Her mom didn't. She told her grandmother, or her mom, so my now grandmother-in-law. I asked my kids' permission, my 2 oldest. I asked if it was okay if I got remarried, and they absolutely both said yes because they love her. So that was good. Yeah, so it was kind of it was sweet.
It does sound sweet.
Sometimes I'm a sweet guy.
Sweet.
All right. So give me one more quote, or do you have to get the book out?
Oh, one more quote. I can give you Dick Butkus, former Chicago Bears linebacker. We all know Dick.
Mm-hmm.
I would never have set out to hurt anyone deliberately unless it was important, like a league game.
Wow. Oh, Dick. He was
What
great.
a guy.
What a guy. Nicole Rigoni, please don't, when your friends give you a hard time for this, blame it on me. The technical difficulties were all my fault. Don't use this on your resume tape. We'll have it fixed by next week, I promise. And
no problem.
We'll figure.
What do you suggest, actually? Do you do it on the computer or on the phone?
Well, were you on you were on the computer last week, right? I think
was
it was
on the
just
phone last week.
Oh, you were on the phone. Well, that worked, but I think it was just an issue with my equipment today.
Oh.
So, like I said, blame me. Don't take the blame. It's not your fault. It's mine. It's always my fault.
No.
See,
It's totally fine. I don't blame anybody. The equipment goes haywire all the time.
It does. It does. But appreciate the time. Stay safe out there. I'm looking forward to next week, and I'm going to go 6-0 this week. You then will be 2-4 because we have 2 picks together. No, you'll be 4-2, right? Because we have 2.
I was about to say 4-2. Yeah, 4-2.
But if you go 4-2 and I go 6-0, or even 5-1, well, if I go 6-0, I take the lead over us or over you.
That's okay. That's okay. But I'm not going to lose.
There's a long way to go.
Pretty confident.
Long way. Hey, appreciate it. Say hi to the folks. Say hi to your friends. And not that they know me from Adam, but stay safe and stay hydrated.
I will. I will. You too.
have a glass or 2 of white wine tonight.
I will.
Okay, Nicole, I love it.
I'll crack a bottle for you.
I like it. That is Nicole Rigoni. She is a great friend of the Jason Walker Show, and she joins us each and every Thursday. That's what she said, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Take care. We'll talk to you next week.
All righty. Bye, Jason.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to do On This Day in History and get you set for what's coming up tomorrow, and it is next. Jason Walker Show. Hang on.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918. Or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. All right, final segment, Jason Walker Show. Our great segment sponsors, MarkLaRoePhotography.com and Ruckers Furniture. We have just unbelievable sponsors on this show. Jason Walker Show is presented by Capital Collision Center. And when I was in a wreck, I took my vehicle to the Capital Collision Center, and they did such a great job taking care of me. And, well, really my vehicle. But the personal service, never had that anywhere else. With anything. And it was unbelievable. From the text messages saying, hey, here's what we just did to your vehicle. Here's where it's at. Here's where we're going next with it. Just amazing. Amazing. So thanks to Capital Collision Center. All right. Helena High girls won today. They shut out Capital in soccer, crosstown soccer. Bengals have held the Bruins girls scoreless for 4 straight games. The boys match is set to start. Air quality still being monitored. I told you it was getting worse, so we'll keep an eye on this. If the boys are able to play. And we'll see if we have high school games tomorrow of any kind. Football this weekend, soccer, other stuff. It's nuts out. Definitely. All right. Where are we going next? We are going to talk about what's on this day in history. It is September the 17th. It is Constitution Day and Citizenship Day. Constitution was signed by the delegates on this date in 1787. It is National Apple Dumpling Day, Monte Cristo Day, Papa Day, and Professional House Cleaners Day. 1917, Hannes Wagner retired at 43. The Pirates retired his number, 33. 1920, the NFL was born in Canton, Ohio. 12 teams paid $100 each to join the American Professional Football Association, renamed NFL 2 years later. 1927, at the U.S. Open, Frenchman René Lacoste successfully defended his title. 1937, the first NFL game in Washington, D.C., the Redskins beat the Giants 13-3. Stan Musial made his Major League debut on this date in 1941, going 2 for 4. 1961, Fran Tarkenton would play in his first NFL game. Came off the bench to lead the Vikings past Chicago 37-13. The only quarterback to throw 4 touchdown passes in his first career game. Mickey Mantle got hit number 1999, 2000, and 2001 on this date 1964, also at his 450th home run. Gaylord Perry with a no-hitter, 1968. 1996, 1996 rather, Hideo Nomo with a no-hitter. I think that was in Colorado at the time, too, which was huge. Happy birthday, Hank Williams, Sr., born on this date, 1923. George Blanda was born on this date, 1927. Phil Jackson, born on this date, 1945, in Deer Lodge. 1975, Jimmy Johnson was born, a 7-time NASCAR Series champ. Patrick Mahomes, born on this date, 1995. And on this date, 1972, the comedy MASH, adapted from the movie, debuted on CBS television in the United States.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Thanks to Nicole Ragoni. That's what she said, getting us through the technical issues that we had today. Big 12 or Big 10 coming back. Pac-12 is going to be next to announce that they'll come back. Probably next week. You can go to jasonwalkershow.com and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's Friday. What are we talking about tomorrow? We're going to talk rodeo with Shelby Rasmussen. Getting set for college rodeo at Dillon. She'll check in. And a whole lot more. It is the Jason Walker Show. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the show at 4. Have a good night.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.